select board meeting for July 24th, 2025. Roll call, member roll call.
Jeannie Alexander.
Jamie Percy.
Brian Harris.
Carl
I didn't know what your
Strohmeyer.
name was.
Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh,
Public comment?
Hands up.
Good enough. Approval of the minutes? Approval of the minutes? What's that?
We gotta approve the agenda.
Oh, yes. I'd like to, I don't want to do this. Approval of the agenda as printed?
So
Is
move.
it,
I'll second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Now we go approval of the minutes. Approval of the minutes on July 10th, 2025, special select board meeting.
So move.
Second.
I have a motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Minutes for July 10th, 2025, select board meeting.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Warrants. Okay. Accounts payable, July 18th, 2025 of $38,801.71.
Second.
I have a motion and second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Payroll, July 18th, 2025, $11,831.29. Do I have a motion to accept?
Motion to accept.
Second.
The motion's then seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Accounts payable, July 25th, 2025 of $41,681.47.
So move.
Second.
Motion and seconded. And, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Payroll, July 25th, 2025, $11,731.09.
So move.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Excess weight permits?
I don't think we have any.
No. Correspondence.
Do you want a paper copy of the deed? That would be lovely. Thank you, Tara. All right. This correspondence is from Jimmy Dewar, dated Wednesday, July the 16th. To the select board. I request my letter be read aloud by Selectwoman Alexander, just as another resident's letter was read aloud last week. If not, I would need an explanation about it not being read to the public. We were subjected to a 6-minute tirade last week, twice the allotted time for public comment, with Jeannie being placed in the position of reading it. I won't even bother with the content of the negatively laden letter, tongue twister, as I got up and left the room after the first couple of minutes and returned when it was over. I don't want to taint the excellent work done by the board and compromise friendly community members on both sides of opinion by continuing or countering an argument that should not be an issue. While I'm having my letter read aloud right now, I hope it leads to an agenda item to stop reading mail on camera. We don't see other select boards doing it. What if you were to have received 75 letters about supporting the Constitution of the United States? Would the meeting have been 15 hours long? If people want their opinions on camera, they can A, go to the meeting in person, B, zoom in, C, send a friend in to read their letter. If people want to read mail you have received, they can do a public records request or go to the town office and read it. Have a select person read letters out loud gives weight to the missive that is not always warranted. However, a select person reading a letter from a citizen? No. I hope this is the last one ever read aloud. Keep up the good work. Jenny Dewar.
Thank you, and thank you, Jenny.
Okay, since I had to read the letter,
Do you want to do it?
I would like to comment.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And I want to say, first of all, I completely recognize that I don't know the history behind why we read correspondence. I will say that I think we had some correspondence my first select board meeting. And I thought, well, this is strange. Do we read every letter that people send in? And do we just read letters that all of us get? Because I know individually we each get like correspondence
Yeah.
as well. We all get that. We get a lot of email. And I thought I was just curious and I forgot to ask the question why. And so to be clear, not because of Jenny's letter, but I feel like we have a public comment section. And people have the opportunity to either be here, and we've seen a lot more of our town like neighbors show up, which has been really great. Or people can be on Zoom, which is also awesome. They can give a comment. Like, I think that we have an opportunity to do that. And I just feel like that we are being accommodating, and I'm not sure we should continue to read mail. I kind of think it bogs down the process unless you guys have a like historic reason why we're doing it. And my only thought was like, what if somebody has like an accommodation they need for a disability? For some reason, they cannot either be here and Zoom is not an option. Then I think that everyone on the select board would be willing to accommodate that person. Like if we understood that was the problem, like the challenge.
So I think in the past, it may have started because like at public hearings, we would read correspondence if they couldn't be present, if they asked. But a lot of times in the past select board meetings over the years, we would say we did have correspondence and it'll be attached to within the meeting minutes or in the public comment section. So I don't know why we can't go back to doing that.
I mean, that seems reasonable to me. If someone is writing to the select board, we attach it, that's fine, but I just want to encourage to participate directly.
Do you want to make a motion?
I would like to make a motion that we discontinue the practice of reading correspondence out loud at select board meetings. That correspondence can be attached to the minutes if it's correspondence we all receive.
Second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any further discussion on this?
What's your opinion?
The motion's been
I don't
made.
have one yet.
What's that?
I don't have an opinion yet. I suspect this is something I'll have to ponder on for a minute.
Okay.
Well, do we?
Ellen?
Because there's a motion.
Ellen, do you have?
I just know some of the history why.
Okay.
You guys are interested in that before.
I am.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So it started a long time ago.
Who's speaking is Ellen Stromeyer.
Thank you. Yes, I forgot I was supposed to announce my name. So it happened quite a while, many years. I've been here for a very long time. And it was voted on to start reading letters. And then for a while, they pick and chose letters. So then there was an issue because more than one person had letters and only one got read. So they decided to read all letters way back when. So it's just I think it's a board choice.
Okay.
But sometimes people write letters because I deal with a lot of the public because they don't want to speak on public comment and they don't want to come in themselves and read it. Somehow maybe make a way to make that different.
I know at some point since I've been here also, we weren't reading them at first. And then if the request was made for it to be read,
Right.
then
all they're
honored that.
That's the other piece that has happened.
But again, like Jenny said, we could end up with a request to read 75 letters or it could prove to be challenging at times.
Yes.
I just like it creates a disincentive for people to actually participate directly. And again, realizing that someone may not be able to do that, and then we can always accommodate that. But as a norm, I would still stand by my motion.
Okay.
And we've got a second.
We got a motion and a second.
Yeah, we're in the discussion period.
Your thoughts, Brian?
I don't know. I'm of two minds on it. Like, I see the positives and negatives on both sides of it. I mean, I don't want to dissuade public input. But I also see the potential to where, you know, you get 75 letters in and yeah, we could be here for 2.5 hours reading letter after letter after letter.
Because, let me say this, because we vote on this right now,
It can always get changed. It's a board
Correct.
decision. So,
Correct.
well, I was gonna say, I'm fine changing it. And if we need to later on, we can amend it and change it again. So.
Or do we, if that causes a problem?
No.
I would agree.
no. Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Nobody opposed? Well, everybody said aye, so. Okay. Next on the agenda, CCB license applications, discussion and possible action.
Yep, so this is kind of just a formality because as the local cannabis control board, you don't have a lot of authority really. As long as they're abiding by the regular business and zoning laws that we apply to everyone else in town. So there's two of them and we'll do them separately like you do liquor licenses. This one is Horseshoe Farms LLC, doing business as Rambler Cannabis, and they are located in North Pownal.
These are reapplicant, renewals, right?
Yes, this is a
Renewal.
Not new.
for an outdoor cultivator tier 2.
Correct.
I guess,
The first
is there a
one,
motion?
I,
Do we have to do them
We
individually?
have to do a motion on each one separately, am I correct? Or does it matter?
Yeah, separately.
Separately, okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion's been made and seconded
for that happy part.
for the, yes. All those in favor, say aye.
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 And the second one's for,
Oh,
I didn't look it up.
Second one is Tree Frog Farms LLC Alternatives. And this is a outdoor cultivator tier 1, small cultivator renewal.
And that's why we couldn't do it
and
together.
is in, or they are.
They're in Pownal.
They're, oh, you can't, okay, that's fine.
The address, just
Um,
location.
and that was the name of that one again?
Tree Frog Farms.
Tree Frog Farm.
Make a motion to accept Tree Frog Farms application.
Say that 5 times fast.
Especially if you're using the product. A motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Or aye.
Okay, that's it for CCB.
Okay,
Oh, you just broke Tara.
Yeah.
okay. On to the next. Celebrate Pownal announcement.
Okay. So this is from Jen. The 4th annual Celebrate Pownal Day hosted by Faith Church is slated for Saturday, July 26th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the field behind the fire station near the intersection of Route 346 and Church Street. This event serves as an important role in connecting Pownal residents of all ages and strengthening our community cohesiveness. Parks and Rec will once again be hosting the annual town picnic at the event. In addition, more than 30 local vendors, community groups, and organizations will be featured, as well as many fun, no-cost activities for families to enjoy. I would encourage the select board to mark your calendars and make time to visit the event, as this is one of the town's largest gatherings of the year. And I've seen they have some really cool activities they're gonna set up this year.
Can you repeat the times again, please?
So it's gonna be July 26th. It's this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that's behind the fire department.
Okay. Number 12. FY 25 budget adjustment discussion and possible action.
So you should vote on these separate too, the roads general fund for this evening. I gave you the accounts that need to be adjusted and the accounts that they will be adjusted from. And I know Tara, I am not reading all these accounts. But I can give you bottom line number, how much your adjustments.
Yeah, I've read through it, but.
Right, right. And being new select board members, I don't know how much you know about budget adjustments and why we do them, but so when we vote in March, we vote for the overall budget for the road, we vote for the overall budget for the general fund. So that means money can be moved from one budget line to another budget line, but I cannot move it without permission from the board. So when we do overspend a line and we have the money in other lines that we can move around, that's why we do budget adjustments, and the external auditors are fine with that and accept that as long as I have
Okay,
the minutes and the backup attached to the adjustments that I do. Every now and then I do a typo. If I do a typo and I give a wrong account or something, when I go to do the budget adjustment, I will come back to the board and let you know that, hey, I did move this money, but I had to, it was a wrong line or something, but usually I triple check. I have made a mistake. So on the road, we'll do the road first.
Yep.
The road, I need to move $13,200 from,
You have one line to
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, say 10 lines, and the money's coming from one line. So it's just moved around in the road fund. Take the.
we're not screwing with the road budget. The only thing we're doing.
Is moving money.
And ranging around within that budget.
But in that budget.
I have a hard copy. I can't.
Here,
Are those lines?
Oh, no.
do you need to see that?
Yeah, I was just trying to get.
Since I've already read it, you can look at it. And if you need a hard copy to take home, I'll make you a copy of that. But
Okay.
that's my copy, so. Is that okay? Does anybody else need to look at it quick, or are you good? Feel free to.
Well, I didn't know if there were I didn't know if the numbers were in sequence from the first 10 lines, but they're not, because I was gonna try to word it in the motion.
No,
It's easier just to.
I
Overall.
always overall just to make a motion to accept the budget adjustments that the treasurer has presented for the road fund. Is what you guys usually do.
Unless it's just 2 lines.
Right, and it's not 2 lines.
Yep.
Okay. Jamie? What she said?
Now repeat it verbatim.
Now repeat it
Good
verbatim.
luck with that. I make a motion that we, per our treasurer's suggestion for the road fund, we move $13,200 from the 10 lines that are documented to the single line within the road budget.
The other way around.
We're moving 2 10 lines from the 1 line,
Oh, okay.
but you don't have to break that down.
We don't have to break it down. All we have to do is saying,
All you have to do is say you're making a motion to approve the budget adjustments I have presented to you for the road fund.
Send that and make a motion to approve the budget adjustments for the road fund per our treasurer.
Second.
motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, and the general fund. The general fund is $36,465.80 from a group of accounts into another group of accounts. Would you like to look at this one also? Anybody have?
No, I'm good. I had it.
Okay,
36,000, how much?
465.80, and you don't even have to put that in your motion. Just that you accept what I had
But
presented,
presented.
which was emailed to you guys in your packets.
I can't open that right now. Yes.
Want to look at it quick?
No,
Oh, okay.
I've seen it.
Didn't see it. Okay,
I tell
Can
you,
you educate me about this just a little bit?
the best I
I'm
can.
the treasurer and I am not. Like, so we are making these budget adjustments, which I know are totally normal and I get it. Does that usually, I know we have our overall budget, but is that generated from, for example, like our votes here? Like we've decided to increase wages in one area or,
Sometimes.
okay,
Mhm.
so,
or purchase of a different piece of equipment that may not have been originally planned.
right, or a difference in cost that we anticipated.
Yep.
right, emergency,
Yep.
emergency,
Work or.
emergency,
Yeah,
goodness gracious, something.
Right.
Unexpected expenditures.
Thank you, unexpected expenditure, something major breaks down somewhere. Whatever it is can affect our budget line. The costs have just increased tremendously. So the problem is we go into budgeting for, so this November,
Mhm.
October, November, December, we'll go into budgeting for FY 27, which doesn't start until line 1 of 26.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, until July of 20. So we're gonna guess what prices are we're gonna do the best we can from the previous couple budgets to see where we were. And hopefully pull together, a fairly decent budget. But it's okay that some are overspent, but usually, I mean, everybody, the road does very well. Our road foreman does check
Oh, yeah.
his expenditures often. Everybody tries to stay within, but you do go over.
And the reason I asked you is one, just because that's exactly what I thought you were going to say. And two, in case anyone who is watching has a question, well, why are we adjusting the budget? And I think it's
Right. No, it's,
similar to a
Yeah.
household budget, like.
It is.
Plan, and I know that.
basically, yes, it basically is.
it is
On a
basically,
much larger scale.
it's just on a larger scale.
So that's to be expected. And so just in case anyone.
And if ever I hear.
Yeah.
On the out, if I hear from a board meeting that you guys are thinking of doing something and I know it's gonna really affect.
Yeah.
A certain line, I do specifically say, hey, Tara, when they go to do this, where are they gonna actually take this from? Because this line doesn't have that money in it.
Right.
Do we have a plan?
Right.
So I mean, we all work together and that's all we can do.
Yeah, no, thank
To the
you.
best of our ability.
I
Okay,
appreciate that.
Can we try to get pricing ahead of time? For things
For-
like
for certain.
contracted services and things like that. Yep.
all righty.
Great.
Jamie, you did so well last time. You want to try it again?
Yeah, did you catch that bus there, Jamie?
I guess so. Make a motion for the general fund to do the budget adjustment per, our recommendation of our treasurer.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Ellen.
Okay, thank you. Oh,
Thank you.
I think I'm still here.
you're still here for one more, number 13. 2025 tax rate discussion and possible action.
Excuse me, may I speak?
We haven't started. Jim, you can speak after we're done speaking.
I'd like to speak because unfortunately there was a mess up with the public agenda, public comments before the agenda was approved, so I wasn't ready. But I'd like to speak, I'd like to speak.
Jim, silence
Yeah.
him. We are in the middle of talking about this. When we finish talking, there will be an opportunity for public comment. But not until after we finish speaking. That's the way it goes. You know that. All righty,
Just
onward ho.
missed it on it. Huh?
So I sent you all the tax rate packet.
Yep.
Ahead of time from Ellen with all the backup. And this was added to the archive also, so the public can look at it. The budget adjustments were too, just so you.
Okay. Ellen, any on the butt?
The school rate, as you all know, the state sets the school homestead and non-residential rate.
Correct.
Our general fund rate is set from the voters.
Yep.
Because of what we vote on in March. So the amount that needs to be raised by taxes is created from that budget. Same with the road. And the local agreement tax, for people that don't know what it is, it's for the veterans, because the veterans we voted to give them extra money off their appraised value of their home. So the rest of us pick up the difference. It's very minimal.
Yep.
So that in turn, the general tax 0.3783, which is all generated through our grand list with our grand list total. I have the backup in there. So the computer does calculate all this. The local agreement tax is 0.0035. The road tax is 0.3615, which gives us a town municipal tax rate of 0.7433. Added to the homestead tax rate this year of 1.3945 gives you a homestead tax rate of 2.1378, and then the bond is added to that on everybody's tax bill. The non-residential tax rate came in at 1.7388 from the state. That added to our tax rate gives non-residential rate 2.4821. Our grand list did go down. If you skim to the last page, page 3, where I did a tax rate comparison, our municipal grand list did go down by $43,516. That's either for properties homes that burnt, or properties that have gone to the tax exempt status where they do not pay property taxes. And it takes off some of that. So that adjustment has happened, and it will change in a few years when our reappraisal is done.
Reappraisal comes back.
And as we go through things over the next year, we may find something that will get added to it for next year, or somebody builds a new house, then
Yeah.
it will increase again. So that's my general gist of everything. Yes, it is an increase. It is not as big of a jump as last year's was. It is actually overall, the increase for 2014 tax rate was greater than the increase at this time for 2025. Yes, they did increase both years. But I gave you all the numbers, and if you guys would like to set your tax rate, we can't change what the voters voted for or the school rate.
So there's no, basically we vote for what's there. We can't turn around and just pull a number out of our butt.
No, you cannot. It would be wonderful if we could, because we would all as homeowners like to change
Yes.
taxes, but at this time we cannot. We can only hope for the best after the reappraisal.
Board's thoughts?
Taxes suck, that's my thought.
Well, I understand. Yeah, they do.
I'm of the mindset taxation is theft.
Yes.
As Ellen.
And that being said, I will make the motion that we approve the tax rate as stated by a treasurer, as voted on by the citizens of Pownal.
Excuse
And
me, do I get a chance to speak?
Once the motion has been made, then I'll let you speak, okay?
And,
That's the way it works.
and seconded,
Motion's been made
I seconded,
and seconded.
didn't have the discussion.
Now it's opened up for discussion. Is there anybody on the board that wish to speak? Nope. Is there anybody out there that would, Jim, I think you'd like to speak on this.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
My name's Jim Kosas. I'm up in North Mason Hill Road. First of all, Ellen, you give a very excellent explanation of everything, budget transfers and all of that. I appreciate what you're doing. I'm just a little concerned because I didn't speak up back when the budget came out, because I figured I'm just gonna wait until the tax rate comes out and the grand list comes out and everything. But I just want to make sure that the public knows, and I'd like you guys to make sure that you reassure the public that the general fund itself is going up 22.58%. 22.58% for the general spending. That includes what's happening in the office. That's including all the staff that's being hired. And I just want to make sure everyone understands exactly what that might have been. So up to the point when the budget was presented, there really wasn't a total explanation given by either you guys or the executive assistant that was letting the people know. Yes, the road budget is very minimal. If the road budget went up 22%, I wouldn't complain, because the road needs to have an increase and make sure that we keep everything maintaining. But I have a little problem with the general increasing that much. The overall is 13%. 13%. The cost of living for many people is nowhere near that. My one big concern is the grand list. I'd like to get a better understanding of why the grand list went down $43,000. We haven't had an appraisal. What's happening in the back room that people are having their assessments maybe decreased or whatever? But I mean, $43,000 equates to $4 million in a decrease because the grand list is only 1%. So I'm very concerned on what is happening, and I hope before.
Are you asking questions or are you just making statements?
I can't ask questions because this is a public comments or similar to a
Okay.
public comment, and I told that, but I want explanations before you guys approve this tax rate so people understand what is happening before you approve a tax rate.
Are you done, Jim?
I'm done. Thank you very much, and don't be so
Okay,
rude.
you're welcome.
Don't be so rude to me.
I'm not being rude, but you were rude to me.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. And on this tax rate worksheet that we've got is very helpful, I think. So I've gone through this. Will that be part of our minutes for tonight?
It is.
as well?
It's actually been there since the beginning of the week. 'Cause you
Okay,
requested it.
Okay, perfect. So then that feels to me like a fairly thorough explanation of what's going on with taxes. Do you feel like there's some gap in this tax worksheet? that's missing?
I have no problem saying a few things. First of all, when the voters go vote, they know what they're voting for. If they don't read their town reports to see what's coming up and what they vote on and what they pass, that is up to them. I would love to see more voters out there, but they choose not to. So we have a couple thousand voters and we get 600 voters. So more people need to be involved. There was changes to, the lines with the ballot articles and et cetera. And I know that's what's the big problem. We added fire and
Right.
rescue to the general fund and they came out of the ballot articles.
Right.
That was discussed in a few meetings.
Yeah, it was multiple times.
Multiple times
Yeah.
before election and budget setting and et cetera. All that stuff was discussed in open meeting.
Yes, it was.
So there is the grand list going down. We hire an assessor who is doing his job. So when a mobile home that we have listed for $13,000 burns to the ground, that mobile home comes off our grand list. We've had a few fires.
Yep.
We have had different things happen. Every now and then they find something and they fix it. The board knows you guys are, errors and omissions, whatever it is. There's nothing happening behind the door that you guys can't come in and look at yourselves. The town office is open from 8:30 to at least 3 or 4 o'clock, Monday through Friday. So if you would like to come in and speak with an assessor, the treasurer, the town clerk, or anybody else, Hannah, Tara, feel free to come on in and see us. These questions can be answered there also.
Very good.
Can I reply?
No,
But we're not having a conversation.
we're not having a conversation. Thank you, Jamie.
We have a motion and a second on the floor.
And we have motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Thank you, Ron. Thanks, Jan, for commenting.
Oh, excuse me. Conservation Commission resignation, discussion, and possible action.
Okay, so from Steve Zellman, hi, I would like to resign from Pownal's Conservation Commission as I don't feel I'm contributing to in any meaningful way, and my availability seems to be waning. Thanks, Steve Zelman, 7/21/25. With that said, we had a letter of interest from Ashley.
Yeah.
I know Carl wants to advertise for 2 weeks, which
We are gonna do that because
it's fine doing. I just wanted to state that I did meet with
Okay.
Ashley
Yep.
today because she, whether she gets on the commission or not, has many very good projects that she wants to work with Pownal on. So, but I'll share all that information with you all through email after.
She's still in.
Definitely still interested.
Yes, yeah, so, but we're not going to make her reapply yet again.
she's already applied.
She already applied,
But
yeah,
we're gonna turn around, and just open it back up.
yeah, and see if we get any.
Because I think that's only fair
Yeah.
because
I'm fine with
it's another position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll open that position up and we'll close that.
August,
What's that? Yes.
bring it back in August, the first
Yes.
meeting.
Thank you, Tara. Yep.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to accept Steve Zellman's letter of resignation with regret. Thank you for your time.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, that's,
So
capital asset planning discussion.
So I just wanted to start this discussion. It's been on in my notes to start this discussion for quite some time, and we've had really busy agendas, so I didn't. But looking at, some of the studies we've done and the plans we have and things like that, there are some more planning for the future that I feel like we should be doing. I think we've kind of gotten away from it. I mean, like Darcy and Joel have pretty good plans for their vehicles and that sort of thing, but as a town overall, we haven't planned well for things that need replacement, such as, the bridge, how are we going to pay for that when it needs to be replaced? But we have lots of other assets in town also. We have buildings and roads and bridges and equipment and all kinds of things, recreation parks, things like that. So I guess I just kind of wanted to start the conversation how to plan and how that's going to sort of work into budgeting.
Mhm.
I know I shared a lot of information with you all a couple days ago on processes and scheduling. But it's something that I definitely am looking for input on if you all have any.
Okay. That and the state keeps changing different rules and regulations, so we've gotta incorporate that into that also.
Yeah,
So do you have a suggestion for a process? Like there are some things we can anticipate that we've been talking about, like the bridge and other things like you know, but do you recommend like an inventory of things that we anticipate?
I think that's where it starts. I
Yeah.
think like each department head, or even maybe some board chairs. Like Parks and Rec could help me with the inventory for Parks and Recs and things like that, but like Joel can do his vehicles and his end of things. If we get an inventory to start with, I think that's, yes, the best place to start. And Ellen definitely has like all the capital assets listed, but I think there's some that aren't listed.
Right, there's-
that we need to consider.
Right, because the smaller ones are, they have thresholds, so some don't hit our asset list.
Right.
Okay.
If they
Okay.
fall under the threshold
Certain dollar
that's set.
And for the office, there's even things like the copier. That's a large purchase. We lease it right now, but is that the best option? Looking at those types of things over time.
Yeah.
Do you want to set like, and I know we can't do this tonight, but maybe we talk through like multiple deadlines, like maybe an aspirational deadline.
Yeah.
Like when would we like to have an asset list by? And of course, like you said, getting department heads involved and other elected officials involved. Like, do you want to, like, what are your, I agree, we should be thinking about this, but are you thinking?
Goal for me would to be have like a really robust list
Yeah.
by budgeting season, like have our inventory
Yeah.
by budgeting season. So we know like in the next 5 years, what are we gonna have to replace?
Yeah.
They say 10 is great, 5 is really recommended, like, and we don't have that right now. We don't have a plan for the next 5 years.
We don't know what, I mean,
It's like
we don't have a holistic,
computers,
Right,
because computers aren't on the asset list.
Right.
Right.
So for the board, I can print you out what is listed in our assets.
Yep.
By department. So, and I can do it by department and by category or whatever it's called.
Does that have buildings on it?
Our buildings are on there.
All the.
For different, yeah, so the buildings for wastewater, under wastewater, the
Yeah.
buildings that do have to do with the road are basically with the road and
Town
the rest
lands
of
and all
town
that.
land, that's all in our assets.
I think that would be really helpful. I think it's great as an attachment, but a hard copy, like.
Yeah, so that you can do it both ways. Yes, absolutely. I will get that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, and yeah, no action to take tonight, just basically, I was kind of just letting you know that I.
That you're gonna be working on that?
Yes, and then, yes, I would love input if you get the list from us and you say, well, I didn't see such and such, or
Right.
what about planning for whatever, just, reach out and I'll bring it back to the next meeting.
Okay.
And I'll also reach out to like department heads and get that ball rolling also.
Do you know off the top of your head, not that anyone should know this, but like what percentage of equipment we rent as opposed to that we own outright? Because I'm thinking about the compactors, like everything from like the copier,
No.
the compact.
I mean, we rent the copier, we lease it,
We leave
both of the printers here.
We lease the printers, but we don't lease the compactors.
So we lease the containers.
That's-
I thought, did we go with lease or did we go with purchase and they would,
We've leased them thus far, but I think we'll have enough money, but another.
we'll figure, yeah, but that's next budget.
Right, currently we're leasing.
Yeah.
We don't lease a lot of things,
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
leased to buy for Joel.
Yeah, for
Piece of,
the
Yeah.
excavator, wheeled excavator.
Yeah, that one.
And
Should come in.
Um, there's one more
There's not
piece of-
much that we lease.
Right,
Most of it we
Yeah.
take a loan or pay outright for.
Okay,
and our IT stuff, I believe you've been doing pretty good on that too, that as far as,
There was a replacement schedule and we really have gotten away from it because
No, that was-
sometimes that's very wasteful.
no, yes,
Be a little overkill to just replace a computer, like I've had this.
right, and that's why I say
I
you,
don't want to give it up yet. It's-
Right.
you had caught up on that and
Right.
enlightened us on that.
Yeah, but there's
a couple of years
some
ago.
that probably do need to be looked at, and I can talk with IT and get
Okay.
a good replacement schedule again for them.
Okay.
And anything that's not gonna be supported after October because of Windows 10 operation, all that kind of stuff.
I can't.
We'll let IT deal with it. That's IT's problem, not ours.
Oh, no, that's a point,
Oh, I know.
you know,
That's something to look into.
But-
Sure, the computers that we're working on, because I know that mine, when mine is replaced, because it is under the.
Yeah.
threshold. So it's not.
you don't realize how long we have things until you start looking at things sometimes.
Yeah,
That's all.
or how expensive they are to replace until you start looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we're done with that. Public comment. You get chewed out by Jim. What's that? Yes, Jim.
Got the timer.
Hello, Jim Costas, North Mason Hill Road. First of all, I'd like to thank Jeannie for bringing up at least the discussion on correspondence, but I don't want, or I wouldn't want, and you guys can make the decision, that all correspondence is not to be read. You have to make the judgment on letters that may come in, of letters of opinion or whatever. But I think that if there is correspondence from the state or different organizations that are sending in letters to the select board, not to the office, but to the select board for comments, that those might be something that could be read or should be read. But I mean, again, it's got to be a discussion as to what your policy is on different types of correspondence that might come in. Yes, I agree that people that want to speak up should attend a meeting. I attend them by Zoom. If I send in my opinions by email to individuals, but I don't expect those to be read. But I just wanted to make sure that we just don't put a dotted line cutoff on all correspondence. I know that the board or the office is doing their best to incorporate in the archives file before, and I stress the word before the meeting, everything that is handed out to the select board, it's called the select board packet. Whatever you guys receive in front of you to read or to see should be available to the townspeople, because you guys are acting on behalf of the townspeople and they should have a knowledge of what you're looking at and everything like that. I haven't looked recently to find out if the budget adjustment was put on that archive thing. I would hope it would been, because it's a decision that you guys are gonna be making a judgment on, but they're doing the best they can, I think, to put things in the archive, have the minutes up to date, have the videos put up to date. We're moving forward, and I really appreciate everything that's happening, but I just wanted to make sure everyone understood what I thought. So, thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Anybody else?
Are we,
I would move to adjourn this meeting.
well, did you state how that you're gonna take and open that for a certain set time and close it?
What's that?
Yeah, you're good.
Meeting?
Yeah, we're good, yeah.
We're good.
All right, I just,
Okay. There's nobody else? Is there a motion to adjourn? Oh, Jeannie, sorry about that.
No,
I
you're good.
apologize.
I jumped the.
Brian seconded.
That motion has been made and seconded?
Yeah.
Motion's made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we are adjourned.
Recording.